Good evening, everyone. So it's our late night talks, and we're discussing again main events of today. And now it's already August 7th, so it's first day when Trump's historic new tariffs in effect now. So it's working now, and not many people really believe it's gonna work, but now it's the first day when it starts working, and first day when companies gonna pay these tariffs to our government. Nobody knows how long it's gonna last and what's gonna happen and how it's gonna affect our life, or maybe it will make our life better. We will see. Life gonna show us. Uh, we're talking about these tariffs every day for a long time. But another important event is peace negotiation with Putin. Uh, maybe I should tell you a little bit more about what we have to deal with. Who is Mr. Putin? I remember this question everyone asked many years ago, like 25 years ago. Who is Mr. Putin? He was new Russian president. He was not old person, not senior. He was around 50 years old when he became a president. I think he even was not. He was 48, I guess, when he became president of Russia, and it was 25 years ago. Nobody, nobody couldn't even imagine what it will last for 25 years, and we are nowhere close to the end of his power in this poor country. It's a new kind of, dictatorship, a new kind of regime, which Russia never knew before, and it's something Europe never knew before. It was different kind of leaders like this, autocratic leaders like Putin, like it was Stalin, it was Hitler, it was Franco in Spain. It was different people, but it was nothing like what we have now. And it's really serious. Why I want to talk about this, because I'm not sure American people clearly understand what we are dealing for. Oh, hi Jane. Hi James. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, people watching me. I see. Uh, so guys, like my stream, please. Subscribe my channel. It's really important. And write your questions. I'm gonna answer your questions. So I'm talking about Putin. Who is Mr. Putin? He is, oh, Vivian Luna. Hi, Vivian Luna. So Putin is a KGB officer. He spent all his life serving KGB. He was an agent, like a secret agent, working outside Russia. He was working in Eastern Germany. If you remember, it was like Germany was split it on two countries, and it was Soviet Germany and Western Germany. So he was working over there before the end of Soviet Union. Oh, people, don't leave, don't leave. I need your attention, please. Let me tell you something interesting. And guys, ask your questions. Your questions is important. I'm gonna answer your question. So let me tell you more about Putin. So Putin spent all his life serving in secret services, and he always was working undercover. He was like manager of a Russian club in Germany, but at real he was Russian security services, KGB officer. And after Soviet Union disappeared, and it happens like 3 days, only 3 days, when Soviet Union stopped. After this, he lost his job, and he was absolutely lost. He did not know what to do. And next his job was, he was assistant of mayor of St. Petersburg, second largest Russian city. And it was lasting for, I guess, 8 years, not too long. And it was second career shot in his life. He was assistant of Anatoly Sobchak, criminal mayor of second largest Russian city. And after this, Anatoly Sobchak lose the elections, and Putin lost his job again. And after this, he went again. Hi, VR, how are you doing? And he moved to Moscow, and it was in 1997, I guess. And he started working in administration of Russian president, but he was like a low staffer, not nothing big. He was responsible for paper, for pens, for printers, for something like this, so nothing really important. And from this position, he moved really fast in a couple years, and he became the head of KGB. It's FSB at that time, but it's the same structure. So don't forget to like my stream and subscribe. It's really important, it's really helpful. So in 1998, he became the chairman of Russian security services, KGB and FSB. And after this, he did a lot of steps, like half legal steps, to become a prime minister of Russia. And at summer of 1999, he became head of Russian government, prime minister of Russia. And it was first ever prime minister of Russia from KGB. And of course, everything, all this operation was done with help of KGB. They took power back after Soviet Union. It was only like 10 years when they were with KGB people, when they were out of power, and they returned power. And it was when it was started. But Putin itself, he didn't look like KGB officer. He was not too old, he was smart, he looked well educated. He speaks, English, he speaks German, so 2 foreign languages for Russian people, it's really much. His wife also, his ex-wife, former wife, Ludmila, she was a flight attendant during Soviet time, and she also was working outside the Soviet Union. And I guess she was working with KGB, because I guess it was impossible for Soviet people. If you don't collaborate with KGB, you could not leave the country, you could not work something like flight attendant or pilot or something like this. Hi, Mary Muniz. Hi. So this was this kind of family. They have 2 children, 2 daughters. And Putin, he always shine even to say what he has 2 daughters. He their name, his daughters, they have different name. You can't recognize what they are his children. And once one journalist asked him about them, he asked, like, that woman, how you can say something like this about your daughter? He's very cold. Maybe he is well educated, but now when he got older, we can see what he really knows, what his educational level. It's not too high, but he perfectly know history of all dictators in Europe for 20th century. So he knows perfect what happens with Stalin, how he was acting, and how he was working. He knew perfectly history of Hitler and all these mistakes and all stuff what he did. So it was really now people hope what he is gonna leave, what it's gonna be free election or something. No, nothing like this gonna happen. And this war, which happening now in Ukraine, this is a part of his huge ambitions. He doesn't need money. I think he is one of the richest people in the world, maybe the most richest person in the world. We don't even know. But now he has this ambition. He wants to control the world. He wants to control at least Europe. And this war, not between Russia and Ukraine. This is the war between Putin and whole Western civilization. So he is fighting against actually us here in America. It's only battlefield. Ukraine is only battlefield of this war. And I'm sure he is not gonna stop. Mary Muniz asked if am I good? My guy, yes, I'm good. Thank you. Like me and subscribe me. So this is what I wanna tell. Putin is not gonna stop the war. Maybe it wanna be ceasefire, but this ceasefire gonna last for maybe even couple years, but it will never stop. Putin will never stop until he dies. So all you see what's happening, it's a big game. And we supposed to be very, very careful with this person. And we have to be ready to big war. Why? Because this person understands only power. We must be stronger, and he must know what we are stronger than him. And it's really, really important. We can't play with him. How Donald Trump say, what cards you have? It's not a game. It's not a card game. It's not about this. He is playing on battlefield with millions people, with hundreds thousand dead. And he does not care because this is his ambition. And only way to stop him, be stronger than him. That's why I'm here, I'm talking to you. We have to be prepared to be stronger. Maybe everything gonna be okay and good, but it's possible that everything may be very hard. Vivian Lance, everyone on top drunk on power. Yes, absolutely, exactly. But Putin is not that person like, you see Trump, he got power the second time and he really drank of power. But, we know him all his life and he always was like a star, maybe not a star, like a part of American culture for like 3 or 4 decades. Putin is different thing. He is gray like a mouse. He is quiet. He always sit in the corner. This is the most dangerous type of dictators. He is way more dangerous than Hitler. He is way more dangerous than Pinochet or Stalin. No, that people, they wanted fame. Hitler, Stalin, they wanted fame. Putin, no. His targets are very deep inside his head. And nobody can get into his head and fix something. Nobody knows what he's really think. Nobody knows what he is really gonna do. So it's a really dangerous person. And one interview a couple days ago, Trump told about this. So he has a very good conversation with Vladimir and everything like this. But when he come home, Melania say him, Vladimir again attacking Ukraine. Double-sided, double faces. Like ancient Greece god Janus. He has 2 faces. And he doesn't show his real face for a long time. And even now, we don't know his real face. Or Hello, hello, hello. I will fix it. AI will fix it. What AI gonna fix? Guys, like me, subscribe my channel, help me grow. I need your help, and I'm gonna tell you more and more interesting stuff. So we're talking about Putin, how dangerous he is. And now with negotiation, what's happened? And with Steve Witkoff, he went to Kremlin, to Moscow, and he was talking with Putin. And we believe it was successful talks, but it's not. I'm sure Putin is playing games again, and he will continue to play games again because he want. It's only way to talk to Putin. It's talk with power. Be strong. Be stronger than him, and show him. Once President Trump said about nuclear submarines, Putin start moving, start calling, and Witkoff flight to Moscow because Putin got scared of his war. This is the only thing he is scared about. Oh, one and many, many zeros I see. Hello, hello. So it's really interesting, and the situation is way more serious than you may think. And I know maybe I interrupt your, life. You don't think about what is Russia, who is with Putin, where is he living? He is somewhere overseas, very far, and the ocean between us, and we're safe. No, we're not safe, because Putin fighting not against Ukraine. Putin fighting against whole Western civilization. And it's supposed to be very clear. Now people talking, expert talking about, China, India, and stuff like this. No, China and India, they maybe, like very special countries. China is also have, regime and dictatorship, but we thinking about their people. Russian power, Russian government, never thinking about their people. They don't care how many people die in the battlefield. They don't care. They don't respect veterans. They all struggle after they fired from army. So how many people die? Nobody cares. More people die, better for Putin. It's difficult to understand, difficult to accept here, being here in America. But we have to clear understand what person we have to deal with. This person has absolute power. Nothing limits him. He can do anything he wants. And we know his desires. If it was money or fame, it was easier. Now he wants big power. He wants to fight with Western civilization. I don't know what we did to him. I always thinking if we did something bad, or why he's so angry, why he won't kill all us. This question doesn't have no answer, It's a really serious question. But we have to be prepared, and we have to be strong. We have to fight him, and we have to win. Once we win already, when it was Soviet Union, you remember, it was Cold War and Western civilization with President Reagan, we win. And Soviet Union surrender and disappear. Now, almost the same situation, but more serious. Your job to walk to talk. I don't understand what you say, but you can give me a like and subscribe my channel. It's gonna help. Alberta, I'm sorry, letters is too small. I can see I'm pretty far from my phone, but it's it's nice, it's pleasant. Thank you guys for your reaction. It's really important for me. Okay, you can give me more likes and more subscribes. Okay, so once again, Putin, he knows all previous experience, and he knows how Western civilization, like free world, how they fight it for freedom, and how what they did against this Soviet Union, like evil empire, how Reagan said. So now he is smarter. He is not gonna make these mistakes which Soviet leaders made, and it's supposed to be, I don't know, it's maybe supposed to be different way, or it's supposed to be mind change, something like this for our government, but supposed to take, we must take it more serious. No speak Spanish. No, I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. I wish. I know a couple words in Spanish only. I'm not Spanish. So guys, this is story like this. And you know, yesterday it was the day when it was 80 years after Hiroshima tragedy. Okay, thank you, Alberto. Thank you. And this is, we remember in this date when United States Army dropped a nuclear bomb on Hiroshima, and this brought the victory. And why we remember in this day, 80 years after? Because the situation in the world looks like everyone must remember in the whole world what we're able to do stuff like this. We're able to defend ourselves. But most important, we have to be ready to defend ourselves here inside. This is the most important thing. Yeah, and we have to understand that Putin is really strong, is really dangerous. He is enemy. He is enemy. And we have to be prepared. When we're prepared, we're safe. When we're relaxed and thinking everything okay, it's not. I believe, yeah, Vivian, you understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm so sad, not many people understand what's happening. People live their life. Of course, maybe they're not supposed to think about stuff like this, but now time, every day, this situation is coming to our life more and more. And we have to talk about this. And we have to understand how dangerous the person we are dealing with now. So this is actually everything I wanted to say. And thank you very much, guys, for watching me. And like and subscribe my channel. And ask my question. I'm gonna be, I guess I'm gonna be tomorrow evening too, and I'm gonna tell you something interesting. I'm trying. You know, it's something new for me. I never did something like this before, but I really wanna try. I hope it's gonna be interesting, and I hope I can tell you something new. And good night, good night. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.